right, let's start. Hey guys, welcome to another great episode of 234 Essential. My name remains AOT2 and my co-host is here with me.
Hi guys, how you doing? It's Gucci and what's happening?
Yeah. We are back from another great episode. Welcome, long time listeners, middle listeners, and new time listeners. This is the podcast that helps you break down the Nigerian experience and helps you navigate life in this great country of ours. That is, if you are still in this country and you are not currently in the Murtala Mohammed Airport trying to run away, or any other part of the world where you find refuge in and living us in Nigeria, you are welcome. And you can vicariously live through us, or experience Nigeria through us. Anyhow, if you want to binge listen, if you're a first time listener, you want to binge listen, we have over 200 episodes for you on any streaming platform where you listen to your podcast. Just do that and catch up. So you can listen to this one at
Mm,
first, or you can listen to the other ones. And this one, anyhow, they know they catch person. Tinubu has not taxed this one yet, so it's still
mm-hmm,
free. They can listen to it
exactly.
anyhow. In the course of listening, if you are interested in writing a family to us, maybe you disagree, agree, or you have something to add to what we are saying, please send your family to family@234essential.com and it will get read on the podcast ASAP Rocky. Yes, not to be confused with the house husband that is currently tethered to Rihanna.
Why are you
Yes,
hating on ASAP, Ayo? That's my real question. What has ASAP done to you? Tell me. What
nothing. I
exactly?
just don't like it. I don't just like his look. I don't like his face. Anyhow, yeah. Thank you very much. So you can send us family@234essential.com.
Abego, right. So we want to hear from you. We love me. I love to hear from you. Ayo loves it too, boys. These guys, please write
Mhm.
to us. We want to hear. Also, follow us on every social media platform at 235 Essential Podcast. Um, Fun times ahead of us. Also, if you want to support the cause, please toggle the donation link in our show notes, on our bios, now on our different platform, and show some love. Also, do not forget to share, like, comment, subscribe to our newsletters, subscribe to our channel, subscribe to 234 Essential. Please, please, not please. Thanks and God bless you as you do.
Alrighty, let's get the ball rolling on a brand new episode. So where do we start from? We start from fanmail.
Let's
Uh,
go.
this one is from Grace, and it's
Hi,
called the
Grace.
University Edition. So she's replying to a recent episode that we did. Let me jump into it. I'm finally sending my email after 2 years and 8 months of being a ghost bestie to the both of you, and 4 months after
She
going through a
says,
painful heartbreak from a side piece. As a married
I'll
woman,
start again, start again. You forgot the hey besties part.
oh, okay, oh, sorry. Oh. Hey, besties. I'm finally
Hey.
sending my email after 2 years and 8 months of being a ghost bestie to the both of you, and 4 months after going through a painful heartbreak from a side piece. As a married woman in her late
Wow.
30s, living in what might seem like a happy marriage with three happy and witty kids who I love so much, by the way. Am I right about my relationship escape? Listening to the
Nice.
podcast is everything I need to go through my day, either chores or work or loneliness. And I must say that I love Ugochi's optimistic personality and AOT2's candid and nonchalant takes on issues, both very much like me, depending on how I'm feeling. The pod on University Edition got me reminiscing on 2008 when I left my family in Jos to go study at the University of Ibadan. It was my
Mm,
first and only year at Ideal Hall. My experience was so bad that I ended up staying off campus for the rest of my undergrad study. The bathrooms were fairly good, and the cleaners did their best to clean morning and afternoon in order to keep them usable. But trust strangers to act like they're not from homes. I survived the
mm-hmm.
school year by using toilets at the university's conference center, where I had my fellowships. My Bible got used to the schedule. Shall I speak about the culture shock as a northerner who had just moved to live with girls who were extremely loud and intrusive? I remember moving in with 2 crates of eggs and huge sizes of provision and food stuff. Everyone thought I was going to start a mini kiosk in the hotel. Very ridiculous. It didn't take long for me to realize that shock was valid because they were used to buying things just in bits. A concept I still don't understand. Well, let's just say that the girls kept coming to take out of my food stuff, either by stealing or asking stylishly. Matter of fact, 82 reminds me of a nosy roommate who always said, I'm just joking after making silly comments. 82,
Mm.
please stop giving me PTSD. Sorry, it wasn't my intention. I was first shocked at how naive Gucci sounded about girls camped in male hostels, but I quickly remembered I'm not having a clue myself until my final year when I started hearing, connecting, and confirming the stories that some girls, including my best friend to date, was one of such girls who camped in different male hostels for help with her assignments and girlfriend duties. Shame catch me, but what am I to judge? Tough times, as you say, but
Fair.
you know, be firewood. Here are my favorite
Yes.
segments on the pod from the best weekly catch-ups. I just love how Goshi takes her sweet time to tell us about her week and does not forget to acknowledge God and family, a woman living in her softness. 82 is not so much
Facts.
about that life. Yes, a simple man. Dude, the journey goes forward. Soldier on. Next is weekly essentials. I'd love to hear an essential about new friendships, maintaining friends and adults,
Mm.
market visits in Nigeria, and what to consider when buying a new gadget. Please forgive me if this email seems long. I will stop here for now and hopefully write in more often. Thank you again for being one of the realest podcasters. Lots of love from you. Thank you very much, Grace, for your
Ah,
wonderful uh
Gracie.
email. It was lovely hearing from you. All the way from I don't know which part of the world you're in, but shout out to you wherever you are.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
thank you for your feedback also.
Love it. Gracie. Grace, that's Gracie's new name now because she's not our bestie. Say she's me, I use bestie. AOT don't understand the concept of bestie.
Please, I'm your man, I beg. Onward Christian
What do you
soldier.
mean men don't have best friends?
Yeah, they do, but when they feel like now, it's not as if it's by force. No.
It's not by force, even for everybody. It's not by force. Why you they when they front face? You know they
Do
do
they
bestie, abi they do.
this economy no allow for loose guarding? I say economy they frown. Those they frown.
So bestie na lose guardian.
Yes, these times of war.
Hey, I beg go Grace, you are our best friend, and I've best friended you for AOT too, even though he doesn't know that he has a best friend now. Thank you for writing to us and listening to us for the past 2 years and 8 months or more. I don't know, whichever. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah,
And this is your story. This is your story about the side piece that broke your heart as a married woman. We want to hear it on Release Therapy. Please help us
that's a
write.
classic. That's a classic release therapy right there.
Do you get what I mean? I'm missing on this. You say you're going to write more to us. Bestie, start from there, please. We don't need to tell us where you are in the world. We trust you. We know you are a good person. Please write to us in this therapy. Let's hear about it. You know? Um, thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel like everybody is very shocked when I say like I didn't know girls used to camp. I understand girls visiting. However, camping in the weeks in a boys' hostel, that's wild. But anyway, it's all good. As you said, tough times. It's okay. Allowed.
It's
But
allowed.
yeah, we look
Yeah,
forward to
thank God.
hearing more from you. Yeah, it's allowed now. No, no, that one day now because my dear, now who never fall in love, no waiting Momo be. Until the day you fall in love, you are not a Momo. Anybody will call you Momo, just no say they just they talk. But when you fall in love like this, real
Don't get it
life.
twisted. Love is a beautiful thing. Pa pa
Come
pa
on,
pa. That's
dun
it.
dun dun.
Yeah. So thank you for writing to us.
But
If you,
yeah,
all you guys out there, please send in more fan mails at fanmail@loostock.com. Thank you.
mm-mm. It's
That
not only loose talk.
sorry.
Uh, uh, no,
Sorry. My brain has entered another plane. Sorry. Well, please send
what
Fabio.
you
Thank you very much.
we'll send you to the naughty corner now. Loose talk. Oh.
No vex,
Shout out
no
to Loose
vex,
Talk, Sha, but yeah.
no vex. Alrighty, we're done with the fan mail.
Just like that. You
Let's.
just see the way you casted us. How many minutes into this recording? You don't cast us.
It's allowed. As they say on the street, it's allowed. It's allowed. Okay. Weekly catch up. Who will do the honors? Who will bear the cats?
How do you want? I don't know. We should
Let
be
me start.
one
Let me
of these.
start.
We should do this. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes. No.
Yes, that.
How did my week go? Let's see. Indoors, because I've been raining. Rain doesn't want
Mm.
anybody to come out again. I don't understand. That's the thing. You beg
Yeah,
him to come. It will not come and now our stay is welcome. That's the problem.
honestly.
When the song comes back, the songs will now go and do will now be doing aggression, transfer aggression. All the time that not be allowed to shine. It will come over boy. So yes, I've been mainly indoors, walking. Did I go out anywhere? No. I was meant to go to the cinema, but it just came to my mind at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll do this weekend. Hopefully. God willing. Worked a lot, did a lot of writing on my end. Work. No time for festivities or fun, unfortunately. The way the economy is now, if you come out, now you're in poverty, they look each other at you. So I just maintain my champion and stayed indoors.
Love
Where
it.
I'll not be charged for breathing air. Yeah,
Mm.
yes, because now everybody they charge everybody. Any stupid bill
Walai.
you don't collect. So yeah, basically it was just doing me nothing spectacular, I guess. A few meetings here and there, but nothing
Mm-hmm.
diary worthy for you to not say dear diary. Today, you know, I was aghast. No, I didn't have that. There was no event like that. So yeah, that's how my week went.
Fair enough. Sounds nice and cool.
Sounds mundane. I like it like that. Mundane is cheap,
You
so I
like
like it like that.
you like mundane, I feel.
Yes, because if they do over this thing for you now, 150K don't come, but just say because you go breathe
Ah.
air outside. You go just inhale air, inhale.
Oh, 150K is even that's a nice spend. It's gonna be more than that because
Mhm.
everything so costly outside is not too much. You know when you said that Dear Diary thing, remember that guy that used to do skits about being an agbero and
Oh
talking
yeah,
about
it's not a motivational speaker. I'm
on
vexing.
motivation no be here. Oh.
Baba,
Hey.
go comedy, go hammer.
No, I feel like he's living in his purpose right now. I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but like I
Oh
feel
my
that way.
me, I'm being selfish because me I won't laugh. So please,
You never watch J on Air finish. You see they find that guy, but that guy was really good though with that his
yeah,
skits.
yeah.
Yeah, those things were funny. But I
Oh,
like the motivation too.
I also watched a Netflix Nollywood series.
Okay,
It
what's the
was
name?
called Baby Farm. After how many
Oh,
months people have been begging me to watch it,
I
and
heard.
I've heard it.
Was it
Well,
nice?
nice until the end, Sha. Let's just put it that way. It was very nice until the
Not
end. Very, very nice until the end.
because of you now. I go open. Shout out to my elder brother for hooking me up with Netflix, by the way, because
Oh,
I never
finally.
watched Netflix this year. You know how it goes. You know how it goes.
That's why I woke up morning. I checked my bank app. I
Yeah.
said, this money don't reduce. So what's happen? I go check
Wait,
the transaction consistency. Netflix don't call on 75. I say, God damn. At least they notify person now. They don't
Ayo,
go. Yeah,
you pay seven. That's is it 8.5 or seven? You pay 8.5 for
it's
Come
75.
and give me login
75.
now.
For what?
That means it can
Please.
work on my TV or one of my devices. What do you
I,
mean?
I don't know about that. How much is it? I pay
No,
be paying 3.5
it's
every
eight
month.
five. Is 8.5? Is 8.5
Okay,
that you are
be
paying?
paying. Okay, we be paying 3.5 every month. But you already have login. So why do you want my own
Me. Why
login
am I
again?
paying?
Why do you
Why
want
am I
login
paying
again?
first? Me, I just first will come. I will answer that question. My first question is why am I paying exactly?
Maintenance fee to maintain the accounts that
That's
you're
you. They maintain
aiming
them
for.
now. You they
I
ask
know the
me
maintenance. I
say
just dey use
this
our whole
thing.
body.
You are
We dey patch
maintaining
am. We dey patch am.
all of them the same thing. I'm not
Okay.
paying. No, I'm not looking for more bills to pay. The one I'm paying is
Haven't
enough.
haven't you you already have one. You're already using your brother's one now.
Now me talk now. But in case
Uh-huh.
now, maybe now my brother says, "Oh, one thing, you share give me now." What's anyway? Thank
Okay, no
God, Sha,
wahala.
you've told me now the amount you pay,
Don't worry.
so
I
that
go
I
soon become
know
deeper
next
life.
time when I'm looking.
I go soon become deeper life. I know they watch anything again.
You guys, I don't know who watch film more than Ayo can like to watch film. Don't mind deeper life way. I be like, if you don't watch a movie in a week, I will know you're not feeling fine. At
So
least one movie. No, but in case of the future, in case God forbid, though, because I know my brother cannot do me dirty, but God forbid, uh you know, can
Don't worry, we did.
support
We
me.
did.
Thanks. I'm not paying you.
I said, don't worry, we did. We don't hear.
Uh-huh. All right, I'll try to watch Baby Farm. I watched what's the name? Squid Games. I finished this news season
Oh,
3.
I've just kept that on the cooler. I'm not watched it yet.
Okay, okay. That means it's quite interesting. What do you think happens in season 3?
I just know that I saw a baby somewhere that was wearing uniform too. I'm like, okay, you be like, I don't mad.
Yep. Quite
You
interesting.
people are
You
mad.
should
Yeah.
you should definitely see. Okay, so
Okay. I
the
watch.
past the past few days, even though we recorded, you guys, first of all, we apologize for the last episode coming out really late. Um, electricity and rain don't work great together. No, network and rain don't work great together. So that happened. But I spent my weekend with my elder brother. Shout out to OBZ. I don't remember my elder brother. Let me not call his name. I've already called it. Shit. Anyway, shout out to my older brother. We celebrated his birthday together. We went to see the F1 movie. The one with Dapsin.
I've seen the next
And
Black Panther.
yeah, I saw you celebrating that.
He's in
I mean,
talks. They've not chosen. There's in
yeah, it's
talks.
only
Yeah.
normal. It's only fine.
Yes.
It's only right,
Yes. Let it
actually.
come to Nigeria now. Yes. One of
You
our
know,
own. Yeah.
exactly. So I've had a lot of screen time in the past couple of days. Trust me, my it has affected my entire life because I don't watch TV this much, but it was good. It was good to see. It was good to watch. Great movie, by the way, the F1 film. If you love F1 or in fact just want a really good storyline, I advise you go watch the movie. Really interesting. What else? What else? What else? Oof, a lot of different opportunities have been springing up from God knows where, but I'm grateful for it. Um, and it has taken a lot of my time, and it's currently taking a lot of my time. Thank God for work because we did ask for a full plate, so
Yeah.
that's happening. Uh what else happened? I went for a birthday party yesterday. If you see the ocean, I used to come back to my house. The Uber guy that even accepted to carry me, like, the guy can't regret when he entered the ocean. He was like, if I had known, that was yesterday. If I had known, I would not have put I will not carry you. I say, no, Vess, please forgive us. Me too, how will I get home? But look at Ugochi and I'm wearing heels and was going for party where rain was falling. On top of that, the umbrella now sports. God, I
Tell you.
beg. They know they do fan love for this 234. You people should do fan love and buy me an SUV. Now, what's going on?
Not so.
Please, oh. You want your stallion to be inside the ocean in Lekki. It's not good, though.
Not so.
Oh my word. What else? What else? It's been an interesting week anyway. I really had a great time. As our new bestie Grace rightly mentioned, like a lot of family. I think I already mentioned that like maybe at the beginning of the year. I think last year even that I wanted to spend more time with my family because sometimes we're working so hard that we're forgetting what really matters. And that's family because tomorrow anybody can die, So
Yeah.
life is for the living. Live your life while you can. Even as you
Mm-hmm.
chase the paper, chase your life, chase living more than anything, Now their life chase money. So
Yes,
everybody,
so.
that what else happened to me in the past week? Um my Google Drive is full. I need space. Nobody should tell me to delete anything. I don't want to
Oh, it's
delete it.
good. Good news now. We are going to talk about it in pop of the week. Don't worry. We have made life easier
Exactly.
for you people. Yes.
Exactly.
About time. About time.
you know,
Because what the corner
um,
corner person they always use. I'm tired. You have to do this, you do this, send the money here. They do not convert. They will not chop half of the money. You now have to now send
oh,
another extra one again. I'm like, bro, I don't
see,
tire. I
let
don't tire.
me let me tell you the truth. By the grace of God, I've collected the family friends card and I put it on that Google Pay
Shout out
Kenny.
to Shout out to all the
See, my
families.
fam, do you get, see, you guys, if you don't love your family, start loving them now. God, I'm just telling you, it's advice. Don't need to take it, but I mean, some people are from dreadful homes, but like, you have decent enough family members. Please want them more. Nobody got you like they do. But anyway,
Yep.
that has been happening, and that now the problem is not over now. I don't want to buy more space because I don't think I necessarily need it right now.
No, you
I
have to
already pay
delete
for
now.
200. No. Ah, delete
Then
what?
it's already full now. So how do you save anything again?
I want to remove it now and put it on an external hard drive.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yes, but now that one can't be like saying it's a serious task to carry on. But yeah. But yeah, in all, I had an amazing week. Fantastic week. I can't even shout. And I went off the grid for a bit, as I always do. But it felt good this time. It feels good all the time. But yeah, fantastic week. Of course, God led, spirit filled, filled with gratitude, always. For love of friends and family and God. Thanks.
Yes, man.
It was good. It was good. Yeah.
All
That's
right,
that's
that's
pretty much
nice.
it.
That is
Yeah.
nice. Okay, let's enter X of the week. So this is from Tara Lawrence, I believe. Yeah, and she tweets, "Can we normalize not telling people I have something to tell you, but I'll tell you later?
Ah.
Can we normalize not telling people I have something to tell you, but I'll tell you later? I hate that shit. Oga, just tell me now.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know.
Do you
Do we
understand?
have to? Do we have to climb? Are we going to war? Is there war in the land? Let me know now. Don't come and be telling you. I will tell you later. Or I will, no, 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 no. Tell me as it hot now. Don't give me hypertension in Jesus' name. I beg. I beg. I don't like that shit.
I feel like I don't mind it sometimes, right? Because sometimes the where you are is probably not a good place for you people to talk about that thing the person is trying to tell you.
Send it via WhatsApp. Enter WhatsApp and tell me.
You know, this the gist is sweeter to hear than
And
to
just give me a
read.
summary. Because now as you go old, I get more paranoid now. I'm like, hey,
Fair
which bad
enough.
news? Which bad news is one supposed to tell me now?
Exactly.
So let me know that it's just normal mundane G say, they see pastor wife for beer parlor. Hey, hey, me I just dey okay, so okay, now those kind of G's. Not go come and tell me something we go don't make person sweat. No, 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 no.
Yeah. Why? But waiting they wrong if they see pastor wife for beer parlor. Waiting they nothing they now.
Place now. Unless it's going to go and preach, unless it's going to save souls. No be I go the
Yes,
guzzle all the beer.
that one says still.
No. When you first tell me say you see pastor wife for beer parlor, that means you want to tell me something bad.
Mm,
It's not you want to tell me that I just saw I saw Pastor Mrs. So she was doing delivery. She was going, let's go out fishing. No, 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 no.
but
What
now
is
that
she
she dey fish
doing?
now.
Not be only fish. Now there she they drown. I beg, I beg, I beg, I beg. Tell me the
She's
gist as it
fishing
dey
for
hot.
souls.
Tell me the gist as it dey hot.
Right.
Now, now. No, they postpone now. Please, I beg.
Fair
Don't go and put
enough.
somebody's mind in his coming.
Fair enough. See, the one is I actually I you are correct, right? But also I
Mhm.
feel like there are times when I want to tell you something, but like I can't tell you right now because maybe one or two circumstances, right? And then later you can then remind me and then we go into it. How about
Please, this WhatsApp recording. Please call me. Yeah, just voice app. Enter toilet voice app. No, no. Don't send the podcast. Put it in 1 minute. May I know say na so it dey be.
that? But what real you don't also what those kind gist like you just be like, "Ah, what is really what's that thing has to wait till later? Why can't you just say it now, really?
Yes. Why are you saving
Mm-hmm.
it for? It's not food now. Say it now, no.
I'm on a food
Mm.
lowest key. That gist is everything. I think it also depends on who is coming from, Sha. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
eagerness will be dependent on who is coming from. There's some people that I don't want to hear what you have to say.
If
Please,
you
I'm not.
tell you that I want to see you later. They fear.
I will never, that later will never come. I will not
No,
be
say it
available.
now. I am free. type it
Omo,
on Slack now.
omo, that one I cast, everybody I know your
No,
deal.
Slack is the one that is one on one. That just direct, not the group.
Oh, so direct one. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay. Omo,
yeah.
personally, for me, it depends on who the gist is coming from. It will then match the eagerness or a lack of it. If I don't, which I want to tell you something, but let's talk about it later. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Like let's
All
talk
right.
about it later.
But I just
But
prefer it now. Just say it now. Let us be gone with it.
see, if you're my real guy too, and maybe or if me and you have something that we are supposed to be doing together, and you tell me I want to tell you something, I'll tell you. I'll change it for you. What do you mean? Tell me right now. Now, going on? Use sign language. If you cannot
Mm-hmm.
use your eye, you be creative. Use your body. Use body language is a language. Use your body to tell me the thing you want to tell me because I cannot wait. I mean, I'll forget. I'll not
Yep.
remind you. I'll forget actually. So true. But why do people? Have you ever done this thing though? Have you ever told somebody that I'll tell you later? You always do that though. You even do it to me. What do you mean by this?
No, if I'm going somewhere and I know that okay, it's just for this is not heavy, this is not like life threatening news.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's gossip. Bro, guy, I guess it's just the wait and they come. Eh, not the one that me and you don't even have any. There's some people that you don't rather even gist with and answer, please I want to tell you something
Mm-hmm.
later. No, what do you
Exactly.
excuse me? Say it
See,
now or forever remain silent.
immediately.
Please.
Fact.
Hmm.
Because who are you putting on is coming? Please, oh. Immediately as it is hot, really, truly. But, and sometimes, and if you also say, I'll tell you later, and then the later comes and the gist is not sweet, I will legit elbow you.
Oh no, 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 no.
Like,
That one you're cancelled forever. That's cancelled.
smack down
Because
for
you know how
real.
to or something you already know. Like I beg.
Eh. So
This
why'd you
from
make me
yesterday.
wait?
No, no, no. It has to be well. It has to be worthy or the time delayed.
See, spicy, hot, and ready to go on arrival. Don't even give them basic, mundane, boring. I will be crazy. Please be serious. You have to be spicy as hell. It has to be that when the devil hears it, he'll be like, Omo, please don't excite if you cannot deliver. I this is actually an
Are we still
advice I
talking?
give.
Are we still talking about gist?
Yes, we are talking. See,
Okay, because that can be.
but
You know,
exactly. So
it
that's
can
the
apply to
idea
many
of that.
scenarios. It can
God
apply to
bless
many
you.
scenarios. Yes.
Yes. And I tell businesses that I work with to the same thing. In fact, across board, do not
Yeah.
excite a person if you're not ready to deliver. You know how even in businesses, like you go to work, your CEO, whoever is just like telling you guys all these amazing, mind-blowing things. But then when delivery then comes, just like
So you
boy,
have to under promise and over deliver. That's
and
the
over
key.
deliver. Well,
Yes.
don't under promise. Don't under promise, because some people off of the promise they can lose momentum. So you also
So just
don't
give them
want people
the
to.
this is what I'm going to do, but you already know you're going to do more that is already established. So you just give them the basic. Oh, this is what I'm going to do.
Exactly.
They now give them Jara Ajasa as
Don't
customer.
exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So in
this
all things,
quote
please,
applies across border.
yes, if it apply to you in any situation in your life, please take it like that. We don't talk about that one. Okay.
Exactly. Exactly. Do not excite if you do not, if you can't deliver, don't
Mhm.
excite anybody.
It go to
It's
be both ways.
important. Not
Yeah,
that
very
you
important.
start strong. Do you get? You start
Yeah.
strong and you grow limp at the. No, no, no. We don't like that.
No, 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 no. Times are hard. There's a bro. You know easy. You know easy.
And the
You know
economy is
easy.
bad.
Yeah, somebody has to think of economy. You cannot just be, wasting precious man hours doing
Facts.
something that is not productive. Well, it's supposed to be productive, but still, yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Please, please,
Please.
please.
I
Okay.
beg, let's be serious
Yeah, let's
with
be
our
very
future.
serious. Thank you. Let us know what we are doing. Why are we here?
Did you get from the
Yeah.
jump? State your claim.
Yeah.
Period. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, let's.
Let's jump into believe it or not. We only have one story today. And this one might not be exactly believe it or not, but some people who have a different persuasion that, things like this don't really happen in Nigeria. Because there are people who actually believe
Mm-hmm.
the dark arts don't exist in Nigeria. It's just all our imagination. Well, there's a story that went viral this week. The Nigerian police, for once, arrested a man who was
Mm.
caught with a fresh female breast. I repeat, the
Away.
Nigerian police arrested a man with fresh female breast. And you see the image, gory image I'm seeing, it's something that is not very, very uh, nice to see. But let me read the story.
Mm.
The Anambra State Police Command has arrested a man found in possession of a fresh female breast, along with 3 other suspects involved in the kidnapping of a truck driver and diversion of goods meant for delivery in Asaba, Delta State. A press release issued by the spokesperson of the command, SP Tochukwu Ikenga, also revealed that the kidnapped truck driver was rescued unhurt by
Mm-mm.
operatives of the command. Ikenga said that the arrest and rescue operations were carried out on Saturday and Sunday as a result of the sustained efforts of police operatives in collaboration with other security agencies. He disclosed that a 25-year-old man, Samuel Eze, was arrested by a joint security team comprising officers attached to the Awada police station and Anambra vigilante operatives while on patrol. The incident reportedly occurred along Jude Onyekwere Street, Awada Obosi, on Sunday at about 3 p.m.
Mm.
Quoting the
In
police officer,
Anambra.
yeah, Anambra. He was arrested with a woman's breast. It was recovered immediately and deposited at the morgue for preservation, while the suspect is undergoing police interrogations for necessary police investigative actions and prosecution. Wow. In Yoruba people say in come I don't know whoever watched
Yes,
that
so
program as a child. First of all,
what?
the song was
On
scary on a
Sunday.
Sunday afternoon.
Tickets.
It was scary.
Afternoon, no.
And the way they will introduce this thing, you now start seeing spiders and
Ah,
very strange thing. Like, why? Why are we watching this? They will just come back from church. Can't we just watch something good that will praise the Lord?
you.
Why are we watching tales from the dark world? I don't know. But this is one of the stories. Actually, if you
The
actually
dark
read
world.
Nigeria's metro section a lot. Every 2 weeks or every week, there's a story of a group of people being caught who have been arrested with different
Mm-hmm.
body parts, whether it's skeletons. Today, I still saw skull. Somebody was arrested with a
Mm-hmm.
human skull,
Yes, so.
body parts, femur, and all this. And if you know Nigeria very well, these things occur whenever major elections are about to happen. Lo and behold, this Saturday is local government election, and they've told us, police don't talk from
Yeah.
3 a.m. to 3 p.m. Put your yash in your house. So please, you people that your leg doesn't stay outside, especially men, whoever you want to camp now from Friday night to enter Saturday evening. Yeah,
Wow.
and they tell all of them, people when they go club, go and download DJ YK's latest piano mix on Apple Music or Spotify. Be dancing in your house. If you go and buy
Or Miss
sprinkler,
DSF.
uh go and buy sprinkler, go and play whenever go and buy bottles. So whenever you want to pop, you have Undertaker music that's popping it for you. Hype men, they also have their own
Mm.
mix. So when
Let's
you're
go.
dancing and you want to feel like a big boy, hype man they do not be part of the people they'll say is missing on the night of on the eve before election, please. Thank you very much. But yeah, these are
I'm
the
telling
bizarre
you.
things that happen in the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
So my question is now that where was he carrying these breasts to?
It must
And like, did
obviously
they
carry
ask
somewhere.
him? I feel
Obviously
like
wants to go
Nigeria. Yeah, do they quiz these people about who are like, do they treat, I don't know, is there some thing done? Do they investigate? What's is that they just find the body parts and just like, oh, okay, found a body part, you are a bad man, go to prison. That's it. No
well,
more.
they say they're investigating, they're asking questions. So I believe
Ajujuwa.
that is what is happening. But in case any of our listeners, any of you are too young to know what happened in 1999, I will give you a small recollection of what happened in 1999. The story that shocked not only Lagosians but the whole entire country. Now,
Mm-hmm.
background: there used to be stories where people. So when you watch Nollywood during the 90s, your blood money was a popular thing, and this would
Mm-hmm.
happen when different ways you could sacrifice a loved one, you could kill somebody, you could sell your manhood, you can sleep inside coffin, you can sleep with a married woman,
Mm-hmm.
I mean a mad woman and a sane woman.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a particular type where you need body parts, the babalawo, the juju man, whatever, who
Mm-hmm.
ask for certain body parts for you to bring so that they can use it for black magic, whether it's for money, whether it's for spiritual protection, whether it's for power, what have you. And we'll be hearing stories a lot about how Nigerians, you enter one chance. That's the original one chance, not the one they will beat you and collect money.
Mm-hmm.
The original one chance was you go and you'll never be seen again. Now, some people were
Mm-hmm.
lucky enough to survive one chance and come back and tell tales of how they were kidnapped and tied in bushes, in forests, and every other day, people would, every day somebody would die. Out of all the captives, somebody would be dead or
Mm-hmm.
sacrificed. And I remember one particular story in newspaper. One guy said who escaped said that that place, a lot of big men with jeeps who look like politicians used to come to that place for black powers to, protect them. Because we all know politics in Nigeria. It no be house of card.
Mm-hmm.
Our own house of devil. No be
Mm-hmm.
house of card be our own. Our own is real. So in
Mm-hmm.
1999, close to where I used to
Mm-hmm.
live back then, under the bridge in Oshodi, not under the bridge, but there was a rising bridge towards Oshodi. Now, there's a place on there that had a manhole. Now, there was a
Mm-hmm.
lady who was screaming the night prior before this happened. There's a lady who was screaming that she was being abducted, right? And investigations found out at the end of the day
Mm-hmm.
that there was a man living in that manhole. And when they apprehended the man, they found out that okay, when they apprehended him, they went into the whole manhole and they found body. The man was living in the manhole. They saw different body parts in it, and they also saw a GSM phone.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for you to have a GSM phone in 1999, not a GSM but a mobile phone in 1999, meant that you were ultra rich or you had connections.
Mm-hmm.
Because only rich, the richest of the rich, not even ordinary rich,
Exactly.
not your uncle that is rich that had big DSTV dish. No, the richest of the rich were the only people
Mm-hmm.
who had a mobile phone. So when I interrogated this man, he looks gruff, he looked like an insane man. He told them his name, Clifford Orji, and later
Mm-hmm.
confessed that he confessed two things. He's a cannibal. So that place where he was apprehended near that manhole, there were a lot of
Mm-hmm.
bricklay. There was a bricklaying company there, the normal bricklaying ones, not the ones, not a proper industry, but under the bridge, you just see some people building blocks and they'll sell it. And when those people were telling that story, they used to say that they used to hear screams at
Mm-hmm.
night, but they never knew where it was coming from. And they just thought, oh, one of those, maybe their ears were playing tricks on them. So apparently, this guy used to, anybody that used to walk around that place at night, mid, like late at night, he would kidnap them, knock them unconscious, kill them, eat their body parts. And the other part was that he used to sell these body parts. Now, who did he used to sell
Exactly.
these body parts to? The lady he apprehended mysteriously died in the hospital, so we never knew. No, she died, right?
Yeah.
Um, when they questioned him, he never ever, at least to our knowledge, he never publicly confessed who were the people he was sending his body parts to. But for you to have a mobile phone
Mm-hmm.
in 1999, screamed of you had connections with the rich and powerful at the end of the day. But lo and behold,
Mm-hmm.
he was taken to Kirikiri prison and he was there for a long time until he passed away. I think Clifford is
Mm-hmm.
dead. Yeah. I remember
Yeah.
Fuad. Anybody knows Fuad is a guy who went across Nigeria, 36 states, and his mother used
Mm-hmm.
to work in Kirikiri. So he used to go and visit his mother
Mm.
in Kirikiri. Just out to go and see mommy. And he said he used to
Mm.
see Clifford all the time. All the
Mad.
time. Yeah. Clifford died in 2012. It was also alleged that he had HIV or AIDS at the time. So, yes, if you do believe in Clifford and other similar stories, then it should not be surprising that you see men, sometimes women of the underworld, with body parts, and they are frequently arrested by the police. Now, what happens after that,
Mm-hmm.
we do not know.
No one knows.
No one knows. So please, you have to be careful because we are still in
Yes,
these people
so.
that still do this business are still amongst us. Not as if they disappeared or anything. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
believe it or not, welcome to Nigeria where body parts are being sold for different purposes.
Listen, Clifford really caused an uproar in Nigeria. God, I think the 90s saw a lot of news about Igbo men just
Oh yes, I
doing
also
things,
forgot
whether
about that.
it was The
Bef-
one that lied
before,
about having an
sorry,
airport, a plan
oh
for
that
an
one,
airport, and
oh that one
defrauded
is that
some
one is a
financial
legend.
institution abroad of millions, like 100, like I think it was 32 million,
He
50 or
shut down a
32
bank.
million dollars at the time. I can't
He shut
remember the
down the bank.
figures correctly, but these men have, see, shout out, I don't even know what I say, shout out to Igbo men, but like, I swear, there's this babe I, exactly, and took all the, he actually walked free, Sha. He's actually not in prison currently. Yeah, like he didn't stay in prison for as long. He didn't serve a full sentence or anything. Shah defrauded I can't remember the entire story in detail, but he did defraud a huge ass foreign bank of millions of dollars. And yeah, they believed him. All I'm trying to say is that if you must chop frog, chop big one. Not that you're a cannibal. Oh, I beg, don't be a Clifford Dodgy, but yeah, Clifford Dodgy did cause a lot of opera in the whole of Nigeria for years. That's a household name, literally.
I forgot to mention his story in
Mm-hmm.
my background, and that was Otokoto. You can Google Otokoto, and
Mm-hmm.
trust me, you have to brace
Yep.
yourself because it is not. It's gory. It's gory as it can be. Yeah. So all those, when you guys are doing vintage
See,
nights and you want to watch hot Nollywood movies and they show you blood money and you people are laughing, trust me, sister and brother, that shit is real. It's not fiction. It's facts. It's life. It is life.
real as fuck.
Hmm.
Yep. See, there's this babe on TikTok. Her name is True Heroes with Rennie, if I'm not mistaken. True Heroes with Rennie. One word. She talks about all these stories that are so crazy, whether past, present, you know, all of it. She talks about but mainly Nigerian stories, crazy stories. So can have a fun day listening to that and catching up on all the dangerous things that have happened in Nigeria over the past years, whether it's in politics or otherwise or just economically. But there's a time Igbo men had a lot of bad PR on
Yeah. And then
in a certain, yeah, terrible.
Idumota did not help matters because they were churning out those movies.
Honestly,
Shout out to
hmm.
Kanayo, oh Kanayo, Blood Money Gang.
See, everything is sacrifice. You must, but facts
Sacrifices
though, you
have
have
to be made.
facts. You have to make a serious sacrifice if you want to get what you want.
Yes, so yes,
But
so
but yeah, crazy story. Clifford Oji. There are people who still there's still cannibalism in Nigeria anyway. It's not like it
so
stopped just
ahead,
because they arrested
so
one
ahead,
person.
so
Yeah.
ahead. Yeah, mad.
Cannibalism still thrives. Man,
That's
God
crazy.
help us, Sha. God, I
That's
beg.
crazy. Yeah.
Never chop chicken finish, never chop goat, never chop cow. Now,
Nah, human being not
human
go
beings,
chop.
surfing, human beings were quite interesting. Is everything we want to put inside our mouths? Hey, who are the real animals then?
Well, it depends on conditions. So people
See,
like
it
Clifford
depends.
Odge now, that one is a
Mm.
mental problem. It's obviously there was a mental problem that he had a taste for human flesh. But if you're in a situation, and this is a real life story, I can't remember the exact details. Like in country, there was a plane crash in a
Mm-hmm.
very cold region where it was snow. I think the plane crash happened like on top mountains or something, and these people were stranded for
Mm-hmm.
months, right? And at one point, part of the
Mm-hmm.
guys who survived had to make the decision that we have to eat our friend, this our friend. I believe they were friends or colleagues, right, to survive. And when they were
Mm-hmm.
rescued, I don't know whether they
Mm-hmm.
were rescued, but a picture was taken, right? And one of the survivors, he was sitting beside a rib cage, beside a rib,
Mm.
right? And I'm like, bro,
Oh wow.
if it's in the Bible too now, when what was that Elijah,
Mm-hmm.
where Elijah went to that widow's
Mm-hmm.
house, something, something,
Mm.
sorry, King Solomon, there was famine in the land or something. Then they said they should eat their child or
Mm.
something or kill their child. I can't remember the story, but it
Okay, I can't
happens.
remember that one.
I can't remember. But I know there's a story of almost cannibalism in the Bible also. So, bro, I
Yep.
know if people are 10 people and there's hunger and there's nowhere to get food, People are going to be looking at each other differently, man. They're gonna be like,
I
okay,
beg oh.
who is the thickest amongst us here? Let us go.
Is it
Let's
better like that?
yes, now. It's the food that will last long. You gotta take a sleep person now. After like 3 days, the food don't finish. You go take person wey at least you go do like one,
We
if you do like
grab.
4 weeks. They grab
Mm,
where. It's
oh my
why
God.
maybe never be in the situation where we have to kill people so
To
that we can
eat.
yeah.
Amen.
But it
No.
happens. It happens in humanity.
A
It happens.
lot, apparently.
Yeah.
But again, human beings, what exactly is the driving force behind eating and it's part of apparently it's a cultural thing for some people that
Shout out to
they
those
eat
people,
human flesh.
but I don't want to know. What's the name of that film
And
where some white explorers went inside one deep forest and they were eating
is-
them?
this thing I'm talking about, I don't
I'm trying
remember.
to I'm trying to remember the
The
name of that.
wrongest
If I
person to ask.
I'm trying to remember that film. If I can remember, if I can get the name, I'll mention it here.
See, more, but it still happens. Some states some areas in the east actually they talk about. I don't want to call the name in particular. I don't want to call the place
I
in
beg, I beg, I
particular
beg.
so that they will not quote me. But
Mm.
yeah, y'all be careful out there. Men
Yeah,
them are wicked.
they are very wicked though.
Yes,
Please,
so
people they chop. People have a taste for human flesh.
uh, I beg, please. How crazy what's the craziest protein meat you've ever eaten? That came out wrong.
Me,
But
you know
like,
me now.
yeah.
You know me. I know to do overdo myself. I
True,
just
true, true.
some people. Some I met someone one day that said he has eaten elephant before. I
Oh
said it was like
yeah.
eating rubber, like
Now
eating
eating
rubber.
rubber.
Yeah, that is very. He has that same rubber feel. Like it's very.
Mm.
Yeah.
Giving
Somebody else said
Tozo.
something like that. Somebody said, "Oh, some of my family has eaten snake
Yeah, I
before."
hear it's delicious.
hmm Somebody has eaten peacock. I said just like chicken.
I
I
mean,
don't know how you kill that
tracks.
fine bird and you say you want it like that's crazy to me. I don't understand how that goes. I don't know what's the craziest thing? Nah, I can't even think of anything crazy.
Now you've
Let me-
eaten. So
No
you keep it vanilla, just
vanilla.
chicken,
Because even this one way with the eat for
goat's
Lagos,
meat.
sure say now we don't know whether na human being meat with the chop. This suya
Oh,
way with the chop. So I got this suya different. Say na new style where I use
oh,
from. Well, okay.
oh
When you
my
get on
God.
you when you do the paper, you now see somebody's waist bead there. I'm like, well done. You don't eat Ashana. Go a little bit to God. End of film.
There's somebody's waist bead. That waist bead really had every intention to survive because after all
Yes.
that process. But it's so
Some
crazy. I
people
know we're
eat pig.
laughing.
Some people eat pig.
Of
I
course,
don't
but
know.
you eat bacon. Don't you eat
Yeah,
bacon?
yeah, 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 yeah. That's the thing they told us in the Bible that
I've eaten pig meat
um,
now.
when that part in the Bible where it say I think they bought a disciple and the Lord said eat. They showed him a lot of animals.
Mm-hmm.
And I said these are they are unclean animals.
Mm,
And the Lord said there's nothing like unclean animals.
mm,
See today Nigerians that's the part that
mm.
Nigerians don't it's a Bible passage Nigerians keep. Because when you tell them to start eating pig, oysters and shrimp now, they'll say no. Shrimp is like the cockroach of the sea. I mean I like shrimp. I don't know why, people hate on
Love
them, but
shrimps.
yeah. I know somebody who
Love
takes shrimp. When he takes
shrimps.
shrimps, his lips gets engorged, like it becomes
Oh,
huge.
okay.
Yeah, can't stand it. Can't stand it.
Mm.
But luckily for me, I do not have that
So
problem.
probably
So
allergic to seafood.
probably, but later and gentlemen, place I like that. The only seafood I don't like is fish. But if you give me shrimp, I'm there.
You
Thank
don't
you.
like fish?
No, I don't like fish. I know. I don't know. Unless sardines,
Like, is
yes.
this every fish?
Sardine, I like
I
sardine.
mean, that's fish.
Yes, I don't like the bony ones.
So
All
you
those
don't like fried
crispy.
fish?
No, I can't stand it anyhow. Give
Hey.
me normal queen of the coast, mommy water, sardine. I'm there. I'm
Oh,
there
by
with
the way,
you.
sardine is so expensive, you guys. I wanna take the chop your bread and all the other things.
Now you gotta use
Eh,
and you gotta dip inside the small Milo where you get above it. Go there, they look God for prayer
You
unto
get,
unto the Lord.
the fishes inside sardine has reduced. It used to be like five fishes, then it reduced to four. Now it's three fishes. See,
Even
I will
the
eh?
even the mommy water now, they don't they scarce. They cannot find the fish anymore.
Their hand on the shot.
It's
But
really crazy
really,
how sorry. It's really
mm,
crazy how in the 90s when we were supposed to be
mm,
very ultra religious and we're scared of the
mm,
coming of the Lord, that we're eating sardines branded as Queen of the Coast.
man, with the three-prong fork on some
Um,
of them. Is it not
yeah, yeah.
Titus? That not how Titus this thing.
I can't remember how Titus looks like, but I just know I remember there was Queen of the Coast for a minute.
Mm-hmm. See, the one time they started to import like a huge amount of tuna fish. The container, I can't remember the name of the brand itself, but the container was blue and white. The paper, like label on it, was a lot of tuna fish. Like, I don't know who started to import it at the time, but it was everywhere in the market. Tuna fish and corned beef. Now, corned beef don't reduce. The tuna fish self, you know, even they find them anyway. Now,
Now rich man they chop fish
Titus,
now. Now rich man they
I
chop
swear,
fish now. But that humble
see,
yourself and buy your pomo. I know
you
you're
guys, I
eating
will
them
not
now.
judge you. If you eat your Titus fish or you open sardine and you use only one fish inside and you keep the remaining, I only implore you that
Fish
once
na
you
exotic
open,
animal now, so you know if they chop am
you get
anyhow.
if you when you open the container of fish, don't carry it like that and put it inside the fridge. Oh. Let contamination not happen. You can empty it into like a bowl or something that has a cover and just keep it in the freezer so that it will chill there for you. But times are hard. Apply wisdom as you eat. No be
Yeah,
everything we pass you go chop.
yeah. And also look out for one chance. I beg in the name of God.
Have
Uh-huh.
you had one
No,
chance before, Ayo?
never, never. Me, that was
Mm.
very paranoid. You know how paranoid I when I used to enter public transport,
Yo.
especially buses that are not in the bus park or designated bus stops. No, those ones
Mm-hmm.
just along the express. Ah,
Mm.
nothing will ever make me enter any of them. Nothing. Never. Sorry. Like say free. No. A friend of mine entered it in Unilag now. They beat the guy black, blue, and all the other rainbows of the color.
Yo. Hmm. I beg, no, that's not the best experience. I wanted to say, like, it's not only outside the bus. Some of them actually park at the bus stop. They look well-meaning
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
well-intentioned,
But
but
just statistics wise, I know I'm sorry.
it's horrible. It's such a horrible experience.
Mm-mm.
Nothing. Not I don't there's nothing worse than not being able to like account for like to express yourself, like to be free. Let me put it that way. There's
Yeah,
nothing that trumps your freedom. Freedom is so important. And just being in like a place where you're not certain what will become of, whether it's a one chance, whether not a good feeling. Not a good feeling
at
at
all.
all.
At all.
Make una shine on our eyes when they walk out for street or
Mhm.
yeah. Open your eyes.
Shine your eye very well. Okay, weekly essentials. Speaking about shine your eye, job hunting in city of Lagos. Now, when we say job
Mm.
hunting, we don't mean the one that go on LinkedIn and you just go and no, the physical one
Easy up.
where you
Easy
the
apply.
one, yeah, apply within this
Yeah.
number, or you get
Mm.
texts and they tell you to come to one office to come
Mm.
and apply for a job. Um, some people have had very, very bad experiences in that. So I want
See,
to give you essentials on how to go for job hunting in Lagos. If let's say we go to get one personal
let's
story,
go.
so make
A
she
lot.
open the floor.
First of all, if they send you text message and it's a Monday in Maryland, please don't go. It's
or
not a real
Ogba
job. Forget
or
it.
Ogba or Ogba. There's one
Exactly.
particular Ogba address like this. Any of those two is a kidnapping
I'm telling you.
hunt. It is not
Hmm.
job
I
hunting. You will
beg go.
disappear.
You will hunt for your life. So don't bother yourself. Once you just see Maryland, maybe they've changed scope now, but no. as at 9, 10 years ago, that was hot spot. So
Mm-hmm.
please, number one, first off, when you receive an invitation, I mean, I hope that businesses these days have evolved and are no longer using just text messages, but like they maybe do 2FA for you. They'll send you emails and then
Yeah.
probably send a text message and even call you to follow up to see, to ensure that you have like a seamless experience. However, if you didn't apply for a job or you applied for jobs and you get a text message that says come to so 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 place at this time, please first of all just put it into Google and ensure to read the Naira land version of that
Yeah.
address.
Yep.
Very
Yep. Yep.
important. Yes.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, put it first in the search engine, open Naira land and read whatever takes they have or reviews they give about that job or that address. Be sure that somebody has already seen it and clocked it and probably puts it on Naira land. Shout out to all the good folks at Naira land. That's one. Number two, so this applying for work now, is it when you get the job and you are going or just looking for the job
So
or
looking, and also
different
when they
aspects?
call you for
Okay.
interview, the
Okay.
one-on-one physical interview.
Okay. Looking for a job in Lagos, your network is your net worth, really. It'll be nice, it's great to apply through job openings and all of that. But if you know someone in the company, or you can also do your own due diligence, do your I think that should have been the first thing. In fact, all of this boils down to doing your research. Do your research. Whatever job you're going to take on, either you're reaching out to the company or the company reaches out to you, do your research. Know what they are about, know where they're situated, know what their business is, know what roles you think you can fit into. Read about the roles, know the people who are currently occupying or previously occupied that position, know about the business so that when you go for the interview, you're not there looking morosely and wondering was they ask you question, you're asking them question back based off of whatever it is they asked you. So do your research, do your findings. It also helps you. It helps you be more prepared. It also helps you look more professional. So do your research. And if you can't find too much about the company online, ask people, ask people. And when you get there, or if you make it through and you eventually make it to the interviews, be sure to ask questions. It's not a one-way streak when you're looking for a job. You're also looking for, as much as the company is looking for a cultural fit, you're also looking for a cultural fit for you as well, right? So is their culture aligned with what you perceive that you want to see in the business that you're working or engaged with? Yes. They too, from their part, do you fit the culture we want to see here at our company? Yes. Okay. So ask questions. Um Please move with all your credentials
Very essential.
when you yeah, whether you have it as soft copy or you have it as hard copy. Move with your all the necessary credentials, your CV. If it's your first job you're applying for, some companies want to know that you're actually a graduate, as you say you are, so they probably ask you for a statement of result or certificates from your school. um um and maybe any other documentation that is required of you, whether it's courses you've taken over the years that you say you took. Have those credentials handy so that when they ask you, you're able to, provide them on request. um that on request I just said. Now, for those of us who, or people who are applying for jobs and you've chosen referees for the job you're going to take on, please let your referees know that you applied for a job. Don't
Yeah.
just go
So
and be, you
before they receive
understand?
phone call,
I'm telling you, they would not say, I'm sorry, who you said who is taking.
I don't know that person.
Exactly. Like, oh, don't catch anybody unawares. So please let your referees know that, oh, I applied for a job and you most likely will get a call for XYZ thing. Also, it's very important that you have relevant referees. Some people just be, doesn't mean that they are not playing some kind of game. Some people, they will call their friend and tell their friend, you are my former employer. Please, when they call you, tell them that it's you that employ me. That one's the day. But just let your referees know that I gave a company XYZ company your number and or your email. They'll be reaching out to you to ask based off of credibility and all of that. So give them a heads up. What else? What else? What else? Apply for the job. Apply, just apply. Whether you feel up to it, whether you feel like you can do it, you cannot do it. Nothing in this world that cannot be learned. So you will learn on the job. So stay inquisitive, stay enthusiastic, stay curious. Well, inquisitive. Stay no, different. That's two different things. Stay inquisitive, stay curious, stay enthusiastic. Those attributes are winning attributes any day in any organization. Someone who's curious, who's enthusiastic, and who wants to learn. Most importantly, make sure you're that person as well. What else? What else? What else? When you're searching for a job, I know LinkedIn is great for job applications, but that easy in-app application that you're feeling might not be the one that will give you the job that you're looking for.
You know the one I
Sometimes,
hate.
tell me,
Sorry, you know the one I hate. You say
tell
okay,
me.
easy in. Okay,
Mm,
obviously your CV is already there, automatic.
yes,
You say they don't want cover letter. Oh my
I'm
lord.
telling you, which kind of
Why?
problem be this?
Why? The
Hey,
way you now do cover letter, they now say, "Oh, congratulations, first stage of interview, you do it, you pass. Second stage, you do it, you pass. Third stage, you do it, you pass. Fourth stage, you do it, you pass. Fifth stage, you do it." They now say, "Oh, unfortunately, sorry. Why did you
hmm.
take me all the way to the fifth stage, please? Why? Can you just tell me from day one? This is why."
Don't
Ah,
excite if you're not gonna deliver.
they do that. They
Period.
do. They do that to me once. I like, beg, I beg, I beg. I'm
Do
there, I
you get
beg,
what I mean?
I beg. I can't be. I can't be asked. I beg.
Oh, for real. Please, oh. I hate cover letters so much. I understand the importance of cover letters, but like, please, can we be serious? Interview me now, follow me talk first, know whether I guess things. Which one say be cover letter again?
And cover letters are just what we used to call application letter back then. We
Application,
didn't have applications.
yeah,
So now you say cover
exactly.
letter. What are we covering? I
Exactly.
thought we had left that thing behind.
Cover,
You know, days where you
covering
have
your
to buy
CV.
Tuesday Guardian. You
Do
now be
you
looking
get
after. You now be looking for the car in the 90s. If you if you waited till 12
what?
o'clock in the afternoon looking for Tuesday
Wow.
Guardian, it's gone. It's sold out. Just see
Honestly,
your uncles and your aunties, your older cousins. They will just pack the
holding
Tuesday Guardian.
newspaper
They will
under
not be
their
looking.
armpits.
Have you seen this vacancy? Have you seen this vacancy? No.
Exactly.
And back then, I used to write it by hand, though. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
And post it.
you post it. Now,
Yeah.
wow. Mm, God day.
Shout
Imagine
out.
telling Gen Z now, say they have to go and buy newspaper.
I
But Gen Z
write
say,
with biro and paper.
yeah, they house. So when you're ready, you look for. When you're ready, you come and hire me.
No, but we really like growing up without internet was, do you know, that life? Now we say it can't be like say we don't today addicted to our devices, but like you did everything manually. Everything was analog with your hand. If you're not ready, then you're not going to see
You're not ready.
results. But
Definitely.
like, but
Also,
yeah.
please,
Mm-hmm.
if you're going for like the face-to-face one-on-one interview,
Mm.
please dress according to
Yeah,
job.
so dress the
The job.
part.
It's not. This is not party. This is not a rave. This is not a brunch. No, it's 9 to 5. You're coming for.
Well,
Secondly, secondly, before please. Secondly, if you know
you know
you
they
have.
talk your own. I never finish. Oh.
Okay, sorry. Oh, I thought you have finished. Yeah,
No. Do you want to
finish your.
continue so that
No,
okay.
finish your.
Okay. Smell nice. I went this because I was going to eventually come to that, but like smell
Yeah.
nice, look the part. Look the part because not every job is a 9 to 5. I you work in the creative industry.
No,
Everybody.
so creative industry is also, I understand, is lax.
Mm,
But come on, we know dressing and we know dressing. That's you are coming in, Me, I don't want to sound like so we all know.
mm,
Everybody dress. No, as a guy now, nobody say you go wear shorts. You go
I'm
wear
telling you.
hot ashawo hot knicker. And I say I look come to look for a job. Sorry. It
But you
doesn't
know,
work
some
like
people
that.
don't really mind though. Like, come as you are.
I'm not saying you should go, but look presentable. That's what I'm saying. Don't look like I say
Exactly.
you have a
Like
drug
what the
addiction.
cards.
Eh, Because some
I
of
want the
them will
cards
later,
pulled in.
or they'll be smoking, smelling of weed. Please, can we know
Mm-hmm.
we are creative here? We all know everybody's mad, but at least
Exactly.
the first week, pretend that you have home training.
Yeah, so also on your CV, try to minimize the lies. Like, don't
Because
lie
that friend
too
you lied
much.
about a friend, somebody will come and they tell you to come and interpret. You not be saying,
Exactly.
say nepa,
Eh, bon.
you say le bonbon. Mhm.
Don't lie too much on your CV. Please keep it straight to the point, short, short. Also, practice, practice, practice. Practice. You are never too good for an interview. So practice, practice, practice. Watch videos, sit in front of the mirror, do role play with your friends, whatever it takes for you to gain the confidence that is necessary. Interviews are really just about confidence, confidence in what you yourself and what you're saying. Every other thing is secondary. Body language is also important. Try to be composed. Try to not to limit your mannerisms. If you are a person who likes to gesticulate while you're speaking, try to reduce it. It's not a talk show, it's an interview. So if you can put your hands on your two hands on your lap, try not to fold your arms because it spells that you are uncomfortable or not sure of yourself. So don't do that. It's not a good show of confidence. Try to do mouth exercises so that you don't almost see one cockroach for you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, hold on.
Sorry, as which is basically an insect that I believe should have not survived the Noah's Ark. Also, please speak normally when you're going for job interviews. And I've seen this happen once, my former place of work, where we're interviewing somebody, and it was me, the HR, and another person, and we're interviewing this person. And for the life of us, we could not determine where this guy's accent was from. It sounded British, it sounded American, it sounded Jamaican. And at one point, we had to ask, the HR had to ask, because she has been in Canada for a while, and
Yeah.
she did speak for your accent, say, please, um, this accent, where did you get it from? And this is where now he now killed us. This is where we had to hold back our laugh. Because it would be very rude for us to laugh in front of the.
Yeah.
I said, I've never left Nigeria before. Say,
Oh
hey!
wow.
I said, my head, I said, hey, we don't hire problem. Hey, God. It was so off. It gave fake energy. So please just try and be normal. Nobody's asking you to be
Mm-hmm.
an international. No. Speak your Nigerian English. Also, try to keep your emotions at check. During the same
Mm-hmm.
interview, another lady came in and we asked her one question. She was so emotional about the question. She almost wanted to jump at the three of us that asked her the question.
Oh
She was
wow.
almost wanted to lunge at us. And again, because we were the ones looking for a person to hire, we could not laugh. After she had gone, for like 2 minutes, I had to vomit my intestines and take it back in. Because and I think she knew because she was like, oh, I'm very sorry. I just, the question you asked me got me so passionate. And I said, sorry, this one, you will faint before you do 4 days here. I'm very sorry. So keep your emotions in check and speak normal
Yeah.
English. This is not time for slanging. Thank you very much.
I think that me, I'm done for the most part. So
Oh, me, I'm
you
done
can
too. Yeah.
continue. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um, what else? What else do we need when you're going to an interview or when you're getting a job or when you're applying for a job in Nigeria?
Like I said, just dress okay, speak
Mm-hmm.
fluently, don't go crazy. Yeah, that's it basically. Just be your best, and you're good. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're Gucci.
And come ready to work, oh, because some people
And
really
so,
they'll be praying
yeah,
for work. When they
some
reach the work now, they don't want to work.
and some offices that day when you pass it, yeah, they say, please, can you start working now? Uh-huh. Which might be a red flag anyway, but anyhow, but please, just be
Apply the
ready.
pause.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Just
apply a
be ready.
pause before you respond.
Yeah.
And it's
So
okay to think about things. Like, I don't know
yeah, it
why
is.
we always, yeah, some people feel like you need to give an immediate response because you're giving an offer. You don't need to give an immediate response. You can always response. You can always ask, "Oh, I'm sorry. Is there a time frame for feedback to be given?" And if they say yes, give yourself, tell them, okay, on so day, so time, I would revert with, my response. Period. See, be vocal, not to fear. Breathe. Now, human being, they go, no be masquerade, no be Jesus. Be serious with your life.
Yes, sir.
Breathe. It's okay. I know I say this now, maybe because of all these years, but like really, many times you really just need the right energy. Sometimes they chit chat. I just want to know you better and feel your energy. Be honest, be open,
Oh,
be
I'm
confident, ask questions.
it don't be like toasting, no. So
Eh. No,
can we
you
know
don't
each
know
other
say
better?
interview na toasting.
But when I heard, can I know you better? Something
Work
like
is a relationship.
how those creepy uncles used to go and, scout for
Ew.
babes on the street. So I'd like
I
to know you better.
know.
Yeah, that's all wrong.
They still say it here today, by the way. It's not outdated yet.
It's game. Don't worry. The game
It's
really expire.
game,
It they work for some
Nige.
people. It they work for some people.
Yo. But yeah, you guys, if you're going for an interview soon or have already gone on any, you should let us know what your own essentials are, or if you have any pointers for the community, for the tribe. Let us hear from you. But these are our own essentials for looking for a job in Lagos. In fact, just looking for a job, not just even in Nigeria.
Yeah,
Just
most deaf.
yeah.
Okay, let us go back in time and bring back one of our favorite segments that we always said we'll bring back. We
Whoop,
renamed it
whoop.
a little bit. Yeah, it's now called Once Upon a Time in Nigeria. Where we'll be talking
Mm.
about major key events that happened in the past, a fundamental event, a an event that has shaped Nigeria, for better or for worse. Today,
Awesome.
we are going back to 1989. I know say they never born some of them now, but this is history class. Just take it like that. Thank you very
Well,
much. We are
was
going to
that
19.
shade?
No, some people might not know 1989. So like Toyosi now, obviously did not was not around in
Toyosi
1989.
don't call it.
Yeah. Hi, shout out
She doesn't
Toyosi.
know when that was.
Obviously, yes. So let's talk about what happened in
Toya
19,
baby.
1989. And it is called the 1989 anti-SAP riots.
Mm.
1989 anti-SAP riots were a series of violent student-led anti-government protests that occurred throughout Nigeria between May and June 1989. The protesters included students, non-students, employed workers, the unemployed, school children, and hoodlums. The protest commenced on 24th of May 1989. Now, what is SAP? The IMF, International Monetary Fund, imposed a structural adjustment program was introduced as a government policy in 1986 in an attempt to stop the effects of falling oil prices and foster development of local industries. It was aimed at devaluing the naira, reduced welfare spending, mass retrenchment, and curbing corruption. These measures were to ensure that Nigeria qualified for IMF issued loans. It represented a period of austerity measures, and as a result, Nigerians had to leave home earlier than usual for their daily commute due to a collapse in the transportation system, where were relegated to a single meal per day, and student accommodations were overcrowded. On April 10, 1988, the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation announced an increase in the cost of petroleum products. The increase in the price of petroleum products led to a concomitant, what this English is, concomitant increase
Mm.
in food prices and transportation costs. A peaceful protest at the University of Jos was held. The protest eventually snowballed beyond the student community, the result in the widespread destruction of state-owned property. Chukwuemeka Odumego Ojukwu, former secessionist leader of Biafra, was quoted as saying, "In the past, you needed a pocket full of naira to bring home a basket full of goods. Now you seem to need a
Mm-hmm.
basket full of naira to bring back a pocket full of goods." An
Mm.
economist, Professor Sam Aluko, also said, "There's an alternative even to death, which is living. SAP is the kiss of death." Now, in the wake of the
Yes.
1988 protests, the military government closed 31 learning institutions, banned the National Association of Nigerian Students, and charged the leaders to court. It was alleged that the students were being used as instruments of political saboteurs. A minister of communication was quoted as saying, "Students cannot go on rampage just because it took 2.5 kobo increase in fuel prices. How many students own cars?" Prior to the introduction of SAP, the Nigerian Constitution of 1979 made it illegal for public office holders to own foreign bank accounts. They were also forbidden from receiving gifts while discharging their duties in public office. An Ebony magazine article listed the then President Ibrahim Babangida as one of the wealthiest men in the world and the third richest leader in Africa and seventh worldwide. So alleged that Babangida, his wife, and chief of staff had overseas accounts. The false rumors were put on handbills and distributed nationwide. This angered the students who were the most vocal group against the SAP measures because they had been subjected to austerity measures while the president and the people around him were perceived to be living lavish. While there have been concerted efforts to quell trade unions such as the Nigerian Labour Congress and ASU, multiple governments failed at banning the Nigerian Association of Nigerian Students. In November 1988, the 20th Senate meeting of the NANS highlighted a 10-point demand and issued a 6-week ultimatum to the government. The demands included the abolition of SAP, abolition of examination fees, increased education funding, remove security agents patrolling universities, free healthcare for the elderly, women, and all Nigerians up to the age of 18, reopening of universities, and provision of free education up to the secondary school level. The duration of the ultimatum elapsed on April 6, 1989, and the 21st Senate of NANS was convened in Ibadan on May 5, 1989. The Senate resolved to organize rallies on 16 May to highlight their demands. So the protest, let me just briefly read the aftermath.
Mm-hmm.
The government accused some Nigerians of trying to force transition to democratic rule by inciting the students and engaging criminals to wreak havoc. The government did not renege on the SAP measures in spite of agitations. Babangida proclaimed that there is no viable alternative to SAP. Government will continue to do all inspired to cushion the pains of SAP while without derailing it. We cannot and we should not abandon this program midway because the pains of trying to reintroduce it at a larger scale will be worse than the current pains and we may perish in the process. Gani Fahimi, referred to as lawyer and social cudgel, and two other unnamed leaders were arrested by Nigerian soldiers during an anti-SAP forum. A high court judge in Lagos adjudged Fahimi's arrest to be unlawful and he was awarded 10,000 naira in damages. 2 people died in Benin, while dozens of people died in big cities like Lagos. The leaders of NANS, Lukman Saliu Mohammed, a final year student of Ahmedu Bello University, Zaria, was arrested and detained, and 13 universities were closed in the aftermath of the riots. Some institutions were reopened in July 1989, but this did not quell the protests as students in Obafemi Awolowo University boycotted lectures demanding the reopening of other universities and demilitarization of university campuses. 2 other universities boycotted lectures demanding the reopening of other universities. 2 other universities were reopened on 30th of September 1989. The students contested the closure of universities without university senate approval. The decision to keep 6 universities closed until 31st March 1990 was then reversed. The decree 49 of 1989 concerning student union activities was promulgated. The decree made student universities activities illegal if they were not done in the interest of national security, public safety, public morality, or public health. There was a resurgence of cultism on university campuses as a result of the proscription of student unions. Ladies and gentlemen, what I've just read is the end of student activism and the rise of campus and rise of cultism in Nigerian campuses in the 1990s. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nigeria. So that's it, guys. So in case you do not know, from the 60s to the 70s to the 80s, student unions student university campuses were a hotbed for nationalism, intellectual discourse, Pan-Africanism. This is where the young bright men in Nigeria were thinking of policies, laws that will help Nigeria, like will push Nigeria forward, positive policies. These were the political thinkers of our time. So students in our campuses were great thinkers. There were always rallies, protests, and large discussions about the way forward for Nigeria. Right? Now, because Nigeria was experiencing a negative economic progress due to the sharp decline of oil prices globally, and Nigeria already become a petrol state, meaning that we're so dependent on oil and nothing else. It affected us badly in the 90s. That was the major reason why the Shagari government of the 80s was kicked out of government and why the Buhari regime entered, because something had to be done. Apart from corruption, the economy was really bad. There was, how will I call it now? there was a lot of unemployment, and this was like it started the first wage of Japa. Now we all know what happened to Buhari. Buhari, let's not mention the devil's name. Um, the Babangida entered. Now Babangida had to do something about the negative economic situation in the country. And IMF, we wanted to collect loans. IMF said we needed to do certain things that will further increase the suffering of everyday Nigerians. And Babangida was smart. He said, instead of me just doing this, let's hold a nationwide debate. Right, let's open it up to Nigerians, and Nigerians discussed, and the recommendations came back with him. He didn't totally accept everything the IMF said, but his team of economists came with policies, which now became the structural adjustment program, which further heightened poverty in Nigeria, unemployment, and all that. Now it has been said that the IBB regime was also very corrupt. And because students could not longer accept what was going on, this was when schools were no longer receiving proper funding. Nigeria did not have
Mm-hmm.
private universities this time, so everything was publicly funded. They had to come out and say something on behalf of the country, and this was always normal. Anytime there's an issue in the country, political issue in the country, students will come out and protest because they are seen as not only an educational arm, they are seen as a political pressure group. That's how powerful the National Association of Nigerian Students was at that time,
Mm-hmm.
and they came out to make this anti-SAR protest, and you could see what the government did. And all I can tell you is this, because I do not want to sleep in the Ikoyi tonight. Mm, there's a reason why courtesan now became very, very rampant in the 90s, you know, and student unionism now began to die.
Mm-hmm.
Some have some theories believe that these cultists were being funded to attack student unions in campuses, and anybody who knows the history from was basically when
Mm-hmm.
these cultists actually started, they were attacking student unions. It was always a war
Mm-hmm.
between student unions and cultists until they were able to cripple um, student unionism in campuses. And what happens when you equip people with guns and other violent instruments? They now begin to attack the students who don't know anything, and that is
Mm-hmm.
the whole issue. So this anti-SAR protest is the key landmark events that crippled student unionism in our tertiary institutions, and now ushered in a decade or more than a decade of violent crimes on campuses. And to
Mm-hmm.
today, now, where's Nance? Nance will tell you, oh, they support the government. They should, government is, Nance is now like an arm of the government than actually the arm of students
Of the
and
school.
or the society, because they were actually
Mm-hmm.
fighting for the progress of Nigeria. We don't see great intellectual thinkers anymore. Now, any politician you see now was probably active in student union, and it was a tout.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what crippled student unionism.
Mm-hmm.
Whether student unionism will come back again as a voice of the people, a voice of the masses, only the Lord knows. Some schools don't have student unions anymore. Like Unilag
Yeah.
doesn't have it out.
Mm.
I don't know whether some schools still have. I guess that some schools still have because
Of
there's NANS.
course.
But now when you see NANS president, there's
Mm-hmm.
nothing different between NANS president and local government chairman. The same convoy when NANS president gets and everything local government chairman gets. So it is what it is.
Man, when people say like Nigerians didn't haven't fought for like we haven't fought for our rights. I mean I hope that we know that that's not true. Like over and over again. And there are different ways to fight. Just because you have an idea of what fighting should look like or how a situation should be quelled does not mean that like that's the right way to quell the situation, right? Um but yeah, this is such a good story. I'm just even thinking about it right now. Just having, if you like us, if you ever like schooled in a federal university of tech, I was about to say federal university of technology, but if you ever schooled in a Nigerian university, a federal university, especially, not saying that state universities don't have SUG. I don't know for a fact though, but if you ever schooled in a federal institution, you know that SUG is part of your life. You know, you pay SUG bills now, you pay SUG dues. In fact, they will not, my school, I'll speak for Futo. If you don't pay SUG dues, you cannot do department, you cannot do faculty clearance. So crazy.
That's true.
Like,
Yeah.
so you have, yeah, if so, you have to pay SUG dues. Um, and I think it's still a hotbed for aspiring politicians or like joining the SUG. They
It's
still
it fast tracks you
till
to
tomorrow.
it fast tracks you
Exactly.
straight into politics
Yeah. And it's so
to be a
crazy how
thief.
much I mean, it comes with the terrain these days. Every young Nigerian wants to go into politics to eat their own share of the national cake. So when this cake is finally eaten up and there's no more cake to eat, then what do we do? Sit on our hands? I don't know. But shout out to shout out to SUG, shout out to all the people who have, in one way or the other, either tried to better the country through whatever means necessary. No guns, we don't support violence on this podcast, except AOT social. It's
I don't
sometimes
support.
does.
Thank you.
You that say that when you become a president, that you're going
That's when
to
I become
shoot
president. Now
people.
that's it's that yes, that one is as a president. Yes, I cannot say please go ahead and start shooting people. Thank you.
Man, greatest Nigerian students. Shout out to you guys
Great.
though. Listen.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Nance is
you
a shadow of
guys.
himself now. Yeah, it's so sad.
No, I mean, kind of makes sense though. If they keep on, if we with the government consistently owning, what's it called? Both
Atu,
academic and non-academic, yeah, unions of the university or people or workers in the university, however I want to call it. Why then you do? You only tracks that over time they gravitate towards power and play the hard game of politicking somehow in some way. But I don't know. This is not to support anybody, but this is just really alarming all that has happened in this country that we really do not talk about. Um, yeah. Thank you, AOT2, for a time in history. Oh no, what do you call it now?
yes.
What have we
Once
christened
upon a
it?
time in
Rechrist
Nigeria.
Once upon a time in Nigeria. But we have to keep it up, but not that you do
Yeah,
today
yeah, yeah,
now.
definitely. It's weekly now. It's weekly now. That one. Next week.
Is it
the-
weekly?
Yes, let's do weekly now. You know how many things have happened in
Let's
Nigeria?
Let's keep it feasible. Let's do first once a month first. Let's try.
Okay, okay. All right, all right.
And let's do once a
Uh
month.
the
So
next one
there's
will
no
be the next one will be the Wild Wild West crisis. That one of the key
Wah,
events that
wah, wah.
led Nigeria into the first coup. So get ready for that one, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm.
Yes, you people learn history by force. By force now you
Yeah,
will do.
so
So that when 27,
it's needed.
2027 comes, they won't be telling you the cat is green and the rat is blue. And you people will believe.
We'll still believe though. That's the truth.
Some people,
Unfortunately.
Nigerians, don't have sense. And that too has been designed. If you want to put people
Please,
casting,
by
don't
intelligent people.
don't fund education.
Comrade, I
Mhm.
stand to correct that notion. Have you ever gone for maybe all these retractor, they call them fellowships or something, I can't remember. All these
No,
people that do Rotary Club, you know
no, no,
that
no. I never joined.
it's a whole ecosystem. No, no,
Oh
did
yes,
you have
yes, yes.
friends who were
I
maybe
have a friend
student
that used to give
representatives?
me.
Exactly.
No, but when I knew him was like out of university, but he's still an active member till today. No, no,
Oh,
it's not. His own is
oh.
not Rotary Club. It's JCI. Yeah, those is JCI.
JCI, Junior
So he used to tell me
Chambers.
that. Yeah, he used to tell me that. A lot of great men are there. One thing I say, bro, I ain't got time, bro.
No, no facts though. They are no disputes. They're actually great people, retractors,
No, they are great too.
JCI.
I don't just have time. I
And
don't just have time.
what do you have time for exactly?
I
What do
beg, I
you
beg.
want to do?
I want to live
See, when you go
large.
to
I want to
their
ball.
meetings, hey, come on. Actually, they just started to dance. Maybe say you wanted to ball. Fun time. I beg me say I want to ball. If they ball, call me outside. I beg. Make I follow
Yeah,
you ball, please.
yeah. I don't get time to they talk
But
greatest,
when you go to
all this
those
nonsense.
meetings, see my comrade. So somebody wants to talk. They have. It's so interesting. It's almost like rope. It's for me. The first time I ever went, I think I was maybe my second year or my third year in uni. Okay, I didn't intentionally want to go. I was. around the, I think those retractors used to meet at sit head at the time. Excuse me. And so I was there reading or something. We're doing technical drawing then. So I was there just around. And then they started coming, I say, what's going on here? We not all students. Which kind of grammar be all these ones we want like they speak for this school? Um, dear fellow comrade, standing before you is the adjective really they use to describe one human being. Wow, it's a lot. It's so crazy because it also gets into some people's heads.
Oh yes, it
Even
does.
before even before they leave school, they attain a certain level of power that a student shouldn't even have. Crazy. But that's what power is. Can be controlled. You can try your best to curtail it. Don't even start if you know that you don't want to try to put it in check. But please, let's choose our leaders wisely. In essence, that's what I'm trying to get at. Let's choose our leaders wisely. You give we I think in Nigeria we give a lot of power to one person, and of your time and time again it's been abused over and over. Um if things must work, then everybody, it's almost a all hands on deck situation. Not even almost a all hands on deck situation. I believe that we are premium and smart enough in it. Let me not say smart. We're intelligent enough to understand that over time, if you continue to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result, then fool's theory will continue to take place in our land. So 2027, we know that we already know what it will be, but moving forward, let's apply some wisdom, some sense. Thank you. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Yes. Yeah. All right, let's just talk on one subject real quick before we disappear. Uh, what is the evil men do live after them? I think this is the best way to summarize this
Of
particular
course.
story. Now, speaking about Nigerian politics, we all know that in 1993, millions of Nigerians came out to vote for a certain man known as MKO Abiola, Moshood Kashimawo Olawale Abiola, also popularly known as Money Kudi Owo during the June 12, 1993 elections. He passed away in 1998, and I think it was this past week was the anniversary of his death. Now, one of his many sons that he sired,
Yeah.
a lot of women came out to make this claim that 120 women claim to have kids from my father, but only 53 passed DNA tests. God damn!
Mm.
Wow, wow.
Wow.
So apparently,
Wow, wow, wow.
when
That's
MKO's
over 50%.
yeah, so when MKO's Abiola's will was read, there was a clause in it that none of his wives or children could touch any of his inheritance until the children did DNA tests. And that was when we saw some women coughing in
Mm.
silence. You know what they used to cough in silence? They don't, you know, go loud. Some people were looking aghast. Some people, their eyes were going 360. And it took a while for the inheritance to kick in. So I'm guessing that out of like, what? 67 women were unfaithful to the great MKO Abiola. First of all, if you are sleeping with 120 women, I do that's King Solomon numbers right there. Bruh, that shout out to you, fam. First of all, let's clap
I
for MKO
know.
Abiola. Bruh, for a billionaire to have that time to toast an unmarked woman again, it's not easy. Bruh,
Mm.
young men, what are we
Listen.
doing? What are we doing? See the legends of the past. They were slaughtering per second. What are we here? We are chasing women for 5 months because our Instagram is throwing
Normal.
straps. Uh, these are the legends. MK Abiola, Fela Kuti, people that were slaying upon slaying. But here, you are crying because one girl did not text you back. But anywho, I guess this story just lets us know that paternity fraud is a very big issue in our country. It's a giant, it's a sleeping giant. What do you call that thing? When doctor says it's a silent killer in our society. Yes, but some of you don't have 120 women, so don't go and start doing DNA tests.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, you can't afford it. Um, I was in Ogba the other day. For a while, I was seeing one bus in Ogba. You know how Danfoss have these adverts
Yeah.
stickers on them. One DNA company came and said
Mm-hmm.
they're doing bonanza. That men should come. They're doing bonanza, like 40%, price slash. Come and we give you DNA test for that
Mm-hmm.
price. I'm like, bruh, this country get a CB. With all the whole while in this country, you not do DNA again and you never charge not yours. Bro, at the end of the day, just swallow paracetamol and go to bed. Last. Don't kill yourself.
For some people, is the fanfare case of a babasegi. You know, I don't. Have you read the Secret Lives of Babasegi's wives?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Exactly. So maybe for
And
some
there was a
people,
paternity issue there.
do you understand? So maybe some people. I think men, the ego of men is, let me not put it that way. Sometimes the ego is easily bruised, and sometimes you don't want to. I'm not saying
I
this.
did
Is
an
not
article on
a.
this.
I'm not
Yeah, I
defending
understand what you're
though.
trying to say. Yeah. It's a reason.
Mm-hmm.
If, if you have,
And
like, say, in case of, you have 4 children and all the 4 kids are not yours. Before we go to the village square and want to burn the witch, let us first ask ourselves in the
yes,
council
so
of men, where the women are not present. Say, everybody, all men involved,
exactly.
please say, Chinedu, are you sure you can father a child? Let's just know now, first of all, before we born a fertile woman that the gods gave us.
Do you
Let us
understand?
know. But in the case of our 4 kids, two are mine, two are not, or three are mine, and one is, please call his a move, sharp. He has a bomb. We have a bonfire for the girls this night. The place. Tell him to leave whatever he's doing. And tell him to bring the mask of a
Yeah,
back.
boss Sobia. It should come
The
with speed.
speed. Osiso. Because there's a bot in this
Fair
case.
enough.
There's
Well
a bot in
done.
this case.
Yeah, so
But yeah, so
see, I
to
don't,
take the
I don't, I don't know.
yeah, you know to say something.
Oh, finish. Sorry. I thought
It's
you were,
okay.
I
So
thought
I,
you were
I
done.
once
Don't
did
worry,
an
keep
article on
going.
this in post. I don't know if I can find it, I'll tell them how to put it in the show notes. Let me just even look for it right now. It's a complex situation. It's not, oh, women are evil or no. There's a case of,
Mm-hmm.
oh, my husband is impotent. He doesn't want to go to the doctor to do a test. And people are always blaming me. I go to church and he said, oh, barren women should come out. Nobody ever says barren men should come out. You know, yeah.
See,
So that one day, there's
this,
a case
can we talk
of,
on that conversation a bit?
yes, okay, knock it.
Um, I'm very happy that you actually brought that up because me, when it comes to man and woman these days, I'm actually a little tired. You don't know if the talk between man and woman is too much, but increasingly right now, we've even had a conversation about this off the pod, Tito and I, that
Yeah.
we're trying to. I've been trying to look for a tradomedical person that can come on the pod to talk
Those men with
about.
their agbo, with the shake like this for
Do you
young man.
understand?
You see goat way waka anyhow self.
Exactly.
Goat
That
go
can come
collect
out,
o.
that can come and do you get? We need somebody, and I say trado medical person because Western drugs are great, but I still believe that with the right herbs as Africans, we can actually solve our issues. Honestly, personally, this is what I think, right? Not what I think, what I believe. Um, And these days, there's an increasing number of young men who are shooting blanks. First, let's even talk. That one is
First of
even
all,
secondary.
yeah, all you guys that do codeine, lean, all that shit, it comes back to hit you back in the sack, bruv. At the end of the day.
Do you get
Let's
what I
just
mean?
let's just tell you. Although I'm living high, don't worry. It's coming. It's knocking on your door.
Hmm. Do you get? And just even the consumption of sugar in all its forms, whether it's like carbohydrates or actual sugar, into the body, especially for men, because the sperm is proteinous, right? And sugar is not a good base or substance for protein. So I don't know. The biologically medical people, my own biology is not for human biology. It's not human biology. It's environmental. But excuse me. There's a lot. There are some men these days that first of all can't even get it up. And I hope that, there's no one
And that's
even
not shaming. And
of
that's not
our
shaming.
listeners.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not shaming.
exactly. Do
It
you know what I mean?
happens.
I'm
It
not
happens to the
trying to
best of us.
shame.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to shame. I'm not trying to just really observation and just in conversations these days, you're increasingly hearing women talking about their men or their man not being able to get it up or shooting blanks or not just being fertile enough. The truth is, the same way women actually go to the hospital to check for fertility, men should do the same. Go and check if you're able-bodied enough to actually even produce active sperm. I feel like for too long now there has been too much concentration, which is what the society mainly pushes. We keep talking about how women are, oh, this woman can't have a child, but many times it's really usually the men or their husbands. Increasingly these days, I'm not saying that there are no women who can do, women are born with a specific amount of eggs, right? Or in in for producing or for giving birth to children, right? This is producing children, but it's found sounded so wrong. For men on the other side, same, you have a number of active sperm cells to also fertilize an egg. And over time, because of lifestyle and other things, this affects the detail of that. So please also do due diligence for yourself. First of all, try to live healthier. Try to consume less sugar. When I say try to live healthier, it's not just about the diet. Keep active as well. Whether you like it or not, apparently I read somewhere that masturbation is also good for helping with your sperm cells. But don't quote me, please. Gucci, it's not that Gucci said it. Go and do your own research. Find out. Some men have the very outdated, archaic notion that they are perfect and women are the problem. Please, you are not perfect. Go to the hospital, do your medical checks. Men don't do as many medical checks as women. Go and meet guy said it. Take it anyways. Me that said it. Go to the hospital and do that fucking test. Sometimes not your wife's issue, sometimes it's yours. And maybe to protect your ego, she probably is not telling you. But that's by the way, go and get yourself checked, know your own status, help the community, and if you too get and maybe you now have too many children, please, vasectomy is also okay. There's nothing wrong there. You need to take it out. You say, oh, this
It do
woman
not
every
cut
time
a
she
bone
carry
in its
belly,
prime. It do not cut a bone in its
right?
prime.
But why do you
Allow the
guys feel about, so what are
why
you
do you allow
using?
the bone
so
to
i
run?
so
I'm only joking.
So you have 15 children, 15 person. You have produced 15 children from one line. Only you
First
can
of all,
produce 15 children. You
first of
still
all,
want to produce more.
anybody that's producing above three in this economy, I think EFCC needs to have a tete-a-tete with you because you are very, very physically irresponsible. Uh,
Facts.
Three is too much. You first of all, you want to kill your wife.
Facts.
And there are people that have 15. Those ones are murderers. Are murderers.
Hmm.
Murderers. How you will get 15 they know? You know they tire. Ah, it's
Yo,
every day you see your wife that you'll be having sex with her. Abba.
as in, touch and go.
Yeah.
Waiting
Now this
happen.
breeze is water now.
Rest. Zukwanike. Do you understand? Zukunike, rest. You need to chill your body out. And I think Nigerian men should be more open to the idea of having vasectomies because this population where we they increase, we know I don't know as the population take the
Well,
airports, but
not to
still
be not to be
be
uh
open-minded.
not open-minded, not to be pointing at certain people. I don't think if you look at the rate of population growth, I don't think the South is the one that is guilty. That's all I'm going to
Oh,
say. I know go talk past my mouth. What they say it's that's coming again. Uh-huh.
we,
Let's do census. People where they born, let us know them.
you know. Brain Trotter, I don't know. I've been stumbling on Brain Trotter's content a lot of recent. He has this thing where when you are talking and you say something that is punchy, he takes it from
Mhm.
your mouth and hits it on the ground and he does this dance. And him and his guys do this dance and they run away. Literally, as you just said, I think now I won't take them from your mouth, drop them for ground.
May we know who they cause wahala. Don't be say who
Yeah,
sleep
so
with, and you look at everybody. Some people their mouth all a day there. No, they blame
mm,
everybody. Let's look at people where
I
all a day their
understand.
mouth. Mhm.
Maybe they rubbed it on their mouth when they were sleeping.
That's true. Now, so yeah, so the issue of paternity fraud is very, very complex. It's not a straightforward answer. Some
Mm,
maybe the husband and wife are no longer, having a physical dimension to their relationship. And the woman
mm,
steps outside and, in the heat of the moment, the heat of the passion, sometimes when you cock a gun, it's hard to to withdraw the bullet. It's hard to rewind the
mm-mm.
bullet. So the bullet has, church agbasa, everything, so it is what it is.
Yeah,
One
so
maybe one loose night with a colleague. They say, oh, let them pack, let them go to one lounge like that. And
mm,
as they go, alcohol, everything enter body. Celine Dion is playing in the background, AC is blowing, one thing, person off pants, person off boxers. 9 months later. You know what it is. Some relationships, the man can't get it up, like Uguchi said. Can't even it's not impotence, it's erectile dysfunction.
it is
You
so.
know. Some your love making in your love making, bro. You know,
Listen,
you could be,
what
to be in and out, sharp, sharp, like 10 seconds, and everything has spoiled.
triggered.
So, our mama wants a 10 minutes generator. Those people that be working hard, their body go almost blow. So she
Listen.
happens. Yeah, yeah. In case of Abiola, though, it's obvious. He was a rich man. They're looking for social protection,
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to sleep a bastard for a billionaire that's always sleeping around. That one is normal. That one they happen. I'm sure it's not the only one. I'm sure there are a lot of billionaires who have done this codedly. You go and tell
I think
doctor,
I
say,
was
Alpha, when the baby comes out, just do test, sharp, sharp. Me will know whether I'm will be my own. Me
waiting
will
the
know.
occur.
Before I will put bastard for my will, it happens.
I wanted to there's one point that I wanted to talk about real quick before based off of this
Mhm.
children and everything. Please, if you are doing relationship with a girl, you and or a man, you are whatever man and woman relationship. Please, it is the responsibility of the both of you to ensure that you don't get pregnant. It is not your sole
Ah,
responsibility.
so now apart from that, some people don't care. It's after they now say, "Oh my lord, what did we
Do
do?
you understand?
What happened to us?
See,
Why did we?" You say, don't love you do not know when you're shaking the room. When you broke the hotel's bed, I don't know.
I'm increasingly irritated by the fact that some men are actually very comfortable with like just having sex and going away, especially if it is not a paid like you picked a paid sex thing.
Transactional,
Like
transactional. That's the
yeah,
word
it's
they're
not.
looking for.
I believe relationships are transactional in
Okay,
general.
cold heart. Okay, we'll talk on the
Um,
money for hand back for ground. That's the one.
exactly. Especially if it's not that sort of arrangement, but like maybe you're in something with somebody, whether friends with benefits or whatever the fuck you guys are doing these days. And yes, I cursed. Apologies. However, please don't be so comfortable to just be walking away and maybe say very snide, stupid things like, and you take care of it now, Abby. Who will take care of it exactly? Am I a doctor? Abi, it's not me and you that did this thing. Or what exactly is going on? Please, the responsibility that of whatever happened of that whole situation lies on both parties. It's not one person's burden to carry, right? Um, some
Well,
people
in
are
case
good at
of
shame.
in this
Exactly.
topic, it could be your husband's body. You just transfer the body to your husband.
No, and guess what? It's both people's responsibility. You should transfer
Yeah,
which
but
burden to.
no, I'm saying paternity fraud now. You step outside, you want to
Oh,
get pregnant with the right guy. You just do transfer. You just do OP, Pampy, sharp, sharp. Eh. Nobody has to know.
see. Well, I mean, me, I'm not supporting hiding those kind. I'm just saying.
That
If
one. I
you
said they
do
will
the
burn you in
do,
the evil.
you should
They
both
will
be
burn.
responsible.
They will burn you in the evil forest if you do that one.
Do you get? Please. It takes nothing to actually like how you also comfortable with having sex with a person and you're expecting them to deal with the consequences of something that both of you did together alone.
It was the heat of the moment.
I'm
He
sorry,
has
then we
asked
shouldn't
God for
be there shouldn't be
forgiveness.
any moments moving
He
forward.
has asked God for forgiveness.
See, as a babe self, if a man should tell you that, you should know that you have just slept with a big animal and you need to do some
Maybe an animal she
look for how
like.
they should cage him.
Maybe an animal she be her
Because
own spec.
fair enough, but man, that whole situation is two people's responsibility. So
All
if
right.
you're good for the act, you're good for the consequences.
All
Thanks
right.
and God bless.
Shout out to all of MK's Abiola's wives and lovers and girlfriends and side pieces.
Mm,
If your DNA fail, DNA no be WAEC, no be jam, you know they rewrite up. You fail, you fail.
I'm telling you.
So carry the body to the next man that's available in that period. Uh-huh. I'm sure you people kept a diary back then. So please go and searching. Okay, before we wrap up, let's do prop and flop of the week. Now, prop of the
Oop.
week, Ugochi finally has a solution for her Google Wahala and all her Google payments and all that stuff. Uh, Nigerian bank cards, and I mean our local cards right now, the local currency, the one we use. You know, where back then when we still used to put our cards inside something called ATM machines. I don't know if
Mhm.
anybody can still remember. It was a long time
Yeah,
ago,
my name.
a long time ago. It's a throwback now. When because now everybody in our POS. You know,
Yeah,
if
so.
I see ATM now, I'll be like, wow. I'll go and take a picture in front of ATM one day and say, do you guys remember what this thing was called? We had it everywhere before. Some banks did not even
Mm-hmm.
have banking hall. They only had
I'm
ATMs.
telling
Was how
you.
they were running back then. But anyway, a few years ago, our bank Naira cards could not do international transactions. So that means if you saw something on ASOS or saw something online you wanted to buy that was in dollars, you could not do it again. Before, what happened that you pay in naira and it will get converted, your bank will convert to dollars and the payment is there sharp sharp. But because
Mm-hmm.
we somehow elected a course, let me just put it like that. They stopped bank and dollar transactions from our cards because Nigerians were the ones, making naira scarce and not corrupt
Mm.
politicians who spend the naira and spend the dollar anyhow in Abuja in the open. It is me, Ayomide Tayo, that has to pay for Gmail. I'm the person that is really responsible for the naira and dollar fluctuation. It is me. Yes. Anyhow, we got all of us got emails last week from our respective banks. Most of them, I would say, saying that our cards are useful when it comes to dollar transactions. So,
Oop,
ladies and
oop.
gentlemen, YouTube Premium and Grammarly, here I come. I've been looking
Let's
for ways to
go.
navigate. But yeah, shout out to the banks who have activated cards. There's a certain red bank, I won't mention her name, red and black bank. That bank is in the business of owning and switching off Christmas lights. I won't say more than that. I've not received any email from them, but shout out to the ones we've got the emails from, and we'll do that accordingly. We'll do justice accordingly. Here we come, ASOS, Puma, Nike, Fear of God, everything. When I don't die now. We go press that buy until the old money finish. Yes. But the problem now is
Great.
that it's 1 naira to 1 5 now. I'll be $1 to 1 5. So the pressing goes small small. Now small we go the presser. It no go too much. It's not the days of 400 and $1 to 400 naira. This is 1 5 now. But we will use you people still feel us at the end of the day.
Man, I'm happy for that. Though. And whoever finally agreed for them to reverse that policy that they put
You
in
know
place
now.
before,
Shout out to election
you
on the
know.
come now. 001. We want soft in everywhere.
I didn't think
All of our
about
body
it that
soft.
way. Oh. Oh,
All of our
well.
body soft. First of all, just let the bodies buy
Uh,
what they want to buy. First of all, let the bodies buy what they want to buy. Nigerian
see,
women need to buy the latest in cosmetics, so allow them. You don't get women vote. You don't get Gen Z vote like that
see,
as a day.
no be like me. I felt it was because of this whole U.S. tariff things with Trump. and consumerism or consumer options reducing in the US, or markets generally are just suffering, and Nigeria has looked at themselves and said to themselves, you know what, let's put our best foot forward.
I just feel
And
that
I felt,
this regime has been able to stabilize the
mm,
dollar. I'm not saying that it reduce.
mm,
Before back in Buhari's time, every day we check how
mm-hmm.
much is dollar.
I'm telling you,
This one for the longest time, 1615. They go anywhere.
exactly
Okay, we
true.
have it under control. So let
Mm-hmm.
people down here. It makes
We can
sense now.
open the market now.
Yeah, yeah,
Fair enough. Man, shout out to our financial institutions
yeah.
and
The sensible
financial
ones.
policy makers.
Yes. And for the
Yes.
ones that will see them in Christmas, I won't pass that road in Jesus' name. I bet you dirty
Amen.
December, I don't go pass that road.
Right.
Nali
You
lights
pass
now, no.
some die.
Nali lights there, no. They don't do anything past lights. Rubbish.
Oh my, you go pass
Funny
some
enough,
too
I was in a
much.
ride one day and there was a babe
Mm-hmm.
that the babe doesn't live in Lagos. So
Okay.
the time you pass that road, she said to the driver, please stop, stop, stop. She record that more.
Immediately now.
Yes, shout out to so people from Nasarawa in December, you people can
You're
Jigawa,
a
you people can
hater.
come to Zenith Road. Just today I
You're
come to
quite a hater, actually.
Zenith Road in Lagos, and you people will see the best lights you've ever seen in Nigeria. Thank you. I'm only joking. I'm say joke. It's a joke. I'm sure Lafia G and in Jigawa lights plenty there. I'm sure. Thank you.
the I have a prop of the week I want to add.
But yeah, what's the prop of the week?
My prop of the week goes to Slawn. Shout out to Slawn for being the first artist to paint on an F1 car.
Shout out
And
to
not
him.
just first artist, but first black artist as well to paint on a Formula One racing car. I think for Red Bull, if I'm not mistaken. And they used it at the British Grand Prix this past weekend. So shout out to Slawn. Nigerians doing big things all over the world. And we say this country enough is better. Mm, okay.
Please moving on. Thank you. Prop of the week.
Flop of the week.
Flop of the week. This one pains me because it's my goat.
Mm,
The goat of all goats.
all right.
Uh, uh, Two Face, please, we're begging you. It's enough. We all thought this was jokes, and we all thought when those first videos were coming out, we was okay, But now, please stop recording anything. We don't want to see your face on social media. The only thing we
Period.
want to see for now is release music and release music video. Explain.
Exactly.
We know where explain. Going on podcast saying that polygamy, that's your own personal view. Keep it to yourself. Nobody asks you. Nobody in Nigeria is like thinking, I wonder what Two Faces, view is on polygamy. Nobody asks for that. Nobody, no living soul. Please, we want you to age gracefully. You know, we want you to age gracefully. Enjoy this your elderly status. You coming out online looking like Pella, looking like Portable, making noise like all these riffraffs. We don't expect it from you, please. Eh?
Yeah.
Please, just be calm. We know that maybe the home is not the most peaceful right now, but at least let privacy be private, please. I beg. We want music and music video. We don't want funny looking angles recording you and you're explaining. You know all these things. No long talk. Thank you. But no matter what, flop of the week. Please keep shit together at the end of the day. We are tired of all this mess. I beg.
Facts. Someone was saying something to me saying that, oh, Two Face is really going through it. Oh, and that the Freeze and Kino and another person, they wanted to go and do intervention. They wanted I say Nigerian people, you are funny. So a big adult like Two Face is making life decisions, and you say you want to go when he was making the decision, did he come and ask you that should I do like this or should I do like this? He has made a
Well,
decision.
you could be going through middle age crisis.
That's fine. You can maybe first of all, I don't know, from a distance, try to assess the situation, and then if he lets his real friends, because guess what, if he's actually going through a middle age crisis, you will not be seeing it with all of us on social media. You would be in his immediate confines to be able to say, ah, bro, no do like that, or don't do this, before it gets out to social media. So if you're also getting it from social media, you're just like the rest of us, you're a spectator. So please, if until he decides for himself to speak to his actual friends, or his actual friends think that what he's doing is crazy, they should talk to him. Yeah, in my opinion, no, I don't personally. I first of all, I'm not even seeing all the things that he's posting, and I see, I hear it's really sad to see. But Two-Face has always been a kid of the of in front of our eyes. He has always been the guy in front of our faces anyway. And if he's deciding right now at this later stage in his life that he wants to be making some kind of decisions with his family, uh yeah, that's on him and his family members. If they cannot sit him and call him to order, every other person is just going to be watching. But really, seize his phone if you're his friend. Seize his phone, shut his damn mouth up. Nobody
And
wants
lock
to
him in the
hear it.
studio.
Yet, or lock him. I feel like there are other places to face wants to be locked in.
No, na studio. I
Not
beg
the
you.
studio.
No, you don't do. You don't do. Go and set
Father of
stars.
many nations.
You
The
don't
wine.
do. No go
You
do
read
Abiola
the
style.
wine.
The only
Baba
problem with
is
Two
here
Face
to
is be say
stay.
the only problem with Two Face is that his children look like him, so there's no need for the all his children look like him. So
I
that the any part, there's
know.
no need. There's no need.
Strong blood for real, that guy. But we love him, Sha. Regardless of the I try these days, like because a lot of our goats are going into the media. So much, a lot of them
Yeah.
going to yeah, or
Now so they now so
they're
they
in
say
the
one do
news for
prostitution
nonsense. You
and baby
understand?
oil. Uh-huh. You person where we dance to our small children say auntie give me cake I'm dancing.
We wore his clothes.
They're like
What do you
bro,
mean?
they can't tell us say in the way in the baby well my thoughts on that case have been said on loose talk, so I won't repeat them here again.
I beg, repeat it here. What do you mean by me? I did not hear it. Your
Oh, I
thoughts
said
on the
that
case.
the case was over sensationalized and
Mm,
the prosecution did not stick to the facts. So the fact
fair.
that people were focusing on baby oil, that's
Mm,
it's not a crime to own baby oil in your house.
exactly.
Or it's not a crime in this context, and I don't want anybody to get me wrong, to say you want to have a sex party with willing adults or
Mm,
willing people. The problem is when you're coercing people and you're transporting people over state lines and you're forcing them and you're being violent. Those were the wrong
mm-hmm,
ones. But
mm-hmm,
because they really wanted to um, publicly shame him, that became a narrative. And his lawyers, because he has money, he can buy the best lawyers in the world, were
mm-hmm.
able to puncture holes in at least the biggest what do you call it now? The biggest case against him, it was found out not guilty. And
Yeah.
I believe it was because of the over sensationalism of the case at the end of the day. You know. So sorry, man. So Two Face,
Um,
please just keep quiet and go back to work. Thank you.
don't work. Oh, they do the one way they do. If you like, no, no, do the one way you fit do. Did just we're okay with the music that you have given us. If that one that you are doing is your personal life, so you can continue to do that. Not that I don't want. I mean, I think it would be harsh to say I don't care, but like that's really his
No, you don't
personal
care.
life.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, let your personal life be your personal life, bro. Yeah.
But is that not what social media is these days? Put your personal life on
Now, who won't
display.
put their personal life? People where they no, there are people thriving and their personal life is not there. It's all these clowns
100%.
that are always making noise.
Did you just call our goat a clown?
No, I said all these clowns. I didn't mention
Uh,
him as a clown.
did you
Uh,
imply or
no, I did not.
infer
Sorry,
that our
English,
goat is a
English.
clown?
Sorry,
Is
you
that
went
what
to
you
English class.
said?
You went to English class. Sorry. Anywho,
Yo,
um, thank you guys for listening. It's been a
per
blast. Thank you very
usual.
much. If you want to send us fan mail, send it to us at family@234essential.com and to get read on the next episode. So let us know if you've seen any ritual killing before, if you've been victim of a ritual kidnapping before, and your job hunting experiences, and what you feel
Mm-hmm.
about the death of student unionism in Nigerian campuses and what you think we can do to revive it. And also
Yep.
paternity fraud. Which side fence are you standing on? Yeah, nay, in the middle. I don't know. Let us know. Thank you guys for listening to us. It's been a blast.
Thank you guys. Also, do not forget to follow us on every social media platform at 235 Essential Podcast. Please listen to our previous episode, Selective Sinners. Also, to support the cause, and if you've always just thought about how to support us, please toggle the donation link in our show notes as well as our bios on our social media platforms to get us going, to be us debe. Ah, shit, that didn't come out right, but you get it.
It's a lot.
Also subscribe to our newsletters, subscribe to the podcast, and share with your friends, family. Leave comments, um, and per usual, be kind, but be kind first to yourself and extend kindness to others. Brush your teeth, have a good bath, drink water, go out with umbrellas this period. It's raining every second, and be safe.
And go out with your other umbrella in your pockets. Thank you very much.
Very
Raincoats.
important.
Sorry, raincoats. Now who get
Yes.
this raincoats? Yes.
I did tell you.
Yeah. All right, guys. Before we go, what is the title of this episode? Let's wrap it up and bounce.
So I'm thinking between actions and consequences, or excite without delivery, or do not
Mm.
excite without no excitement without delivery, or I don't know.
Actions and consequences. To me,
Sounds
sounds.
good, right? Yeah,
Yes.
let's do
All
that.
right, guys. Peace out.
Bye,
One love.
guys.
No fights. No thief person food. And you hear from us again next week. Bye.